Hello. So today's video is gonna be another portrait, but using a different brush. This brush is one of the default brushes in Procreate, and it's called Stickman. I used to use this brush a lot in the summer. Then I stopped and moved to other stuff, other brushes. And this video was recorded in real time, and the whole process from start to finish took me 40 minutes, which was surprising for me because usually it takes longer for my paintings. But I think this time I was in the zone, relaxed. I wasn't stressing out. And I was just watching some YouTube videos while painting this. And I sped up the video 4 times, so now it's just 10 minutes. The reference picture I took from Sketchy app. Again, just like my last 3 times. The Stickman brush that I'm using is changed a little bit. I switched off some settings. Originally, this brush changes its hue and saturation. It's very funky, crazy, colorful brush, but I switched off those settings, and the thing that I like about this brush is the marks that it leaves. It feels like I'm painting. Someone said that the result looks like I was using oil pastels. To me, it looks like an oil painting in the end, but it's easier than oil painting because, you know, it's hard to layer fresh oil paint unless you're using very thick loaded brush. Anyways, so I think my process is generally the same no matter what kind of brush I use. I start by the general shape, the outlines, and then I start filling in the main colors. In this case, I started with just the darkest color and then I started adding the skin tones. I'm using a different palette from the reference. I really like using this new feature in Procreate, in the newest Procreate, where you can upload any photo, any picture, and it will create, the Procreate will create a palette sampling all the colors from the photo. I don't remember which photo I used for this particular palette, but it was probably another portrait from Sketchy. This palette is different from my last 3 videos. It has a little more oranges as well as the blues and teals. and a lot of skin colors. I think one more reason that this portrait took me less time than usual is because the brush is so, you know, thick. It covers a bigger area, so it's faster to just to cover the whole page. Also, another difference to my previous videos in this portrait, obviously you can see that there's more than just the face. It's like half body portrait. You can see the hands, the legs, the arms, a lot more hair, and then even a mask on her head. So the photo, the reference is interesting in itself. I really liked painting this. And the background will be a bunch of different colors, abstract. Usually, like I mentioned many times in my previous videos, I make just square pictures, but for YouTube I decided to change the canvas to, you know, to make it look good on the thumbnail. So it's like a landscape oriented canvas, and I actually like it. I don't know why I didn't do this more in the past. Well, probably because for Instagram, on Instagram it's better to post either square pictures or horizontally oriented pictures. But for YouTube, see, I'm changing things. So here I'm using the erase tool to fix the shape of the figure, and the erase tool, I set the brush to turpentine, and I really like how the marks it leaves, especially when I do the hair like that. See, it looks like actually hair like a messy hair. I like how painterly this came out, this piece. Not a lot of details, and I think it looks better when you're using the Stickman brush, like painterly thick brush, and do these not detailed semi-abstract paintings, as opposed to my previous portraits. The brushes that I used in my previous 3 videos are not my usual go-to brushes in that style that I created. I did mention in my previous video that when I use hemp, it's usually like a black and white drawing. Like if you go to my Instagram, my latest post, a portrait of Britney Spears, that's the style that I like to to go for using the hemp brush. And this brush, Stickman, I stopped using when the summer was over. I don't know why.